So this is also what they're looking for in their friends. This is their biggest quality. No matter how straight Dutch themselves are, they do not like to hear straightforward slanders about their country. And so they're not intentionally looking for new friends like you are. Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then my name is Alicia. And if you've seen my previous videos, then thank you for sticking around. As you've already read by the title, you know that I will be giving you guys some insight about how to be friends with the Dutch people. And I have tried to film this video one time before. I filmed the entire thing and somehow my memory card got corrupted and everything got deleted. So here I am and I'm re-videoing the entire thing. So I guess universe kind of didn't want me to spill the secrets. So this video is basically dedicated to all of my expat friends out there and anyone who is planning to move here in Netherlands. As an international, it will not be easy for you to just come in and find yourselves BFFs on your day one and become the part of these groups that they already have. Dutch people have been living here their entire lives and they have people that they grew up with, they have this community surrounding them and they just know everyone, so they're not intentionally looking for new friends like you are. So this could be one of the reasons that they just don't warm up. So here are a few tips that I have collected over my time here and they have helped me and I just wanted to share it with you guys so your time here would not be awful. So if you follow these tips, there's a good chance that you can find yourself a few friends to make your life here seem more homely and help you settle in better. Anyway, so without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so point one on the list is be an open book. I have mentioned this before in my videos and you probably would have learned it by now that Dutch people are honest and they're very straightforward. So this is also what they're looking for in their friends. This is their biggest quality. Just be open. Tell them your situation. Tell them that you're new here, you're looking for new friends and you're willing to put in the effort and give them the loyalty that they expect, and they also in return would give you the loyalty that they are famous for. No Dutch man or woman likes fakeness. So just don't be superficial. Do not talk about materialistic things or brag about some materialistic goods because they do not appreciate that. This is not something they value. So abstain from materialism and give them your loyalty, your time, and you will have a good friend for lifetime. Okay, so the second point on the list is never, like ever, say something trash about their country. Like any other person in the world, Dutch people are very patriotic. They do not like to hear anything negative about their country, which is understandable. I mean, what is there to not like about this country? They have amazing sceneries, great healthcare system, very good law enforcement systems, and if that wasn't enough, this country offers their employees a 13th month bonus salary. I mean... But at the same time, you come from like a completely different country. Maybe your culture is absolutely different. You are raised in a different way. So there might be few things that stand out to you that you do not fancy immediately or maybe never. But that doesn't mean you get to slander their country. So you can voice your thoughts, but in a politer way that isn't offensive to the Dutch people. You can say something like, I wish I could see more of this. Or you can say, what I think would be great if things were like... You know, so you can just sugarcoat it, make it sound sweet, not like a direct offensive statement. No matter how straight Dutch themselves are, they do not like to hear straightforward slanders about their country. This is totally understandable at the same time because no one likes to hear a foreigner try to say something bad about the country, especially the one he's living in, you know? So just try to be polite about the country, respect their feelings, respect their patriotism, respect the country, and you could be one step closer to making good friends. Third point on the list is be open-minded. I cannot stress how important this is. Dutch people generally themselves are very open-minded. I've talked about this in my previous videos. If you haven't seen those, make sure to check that out up here or here. I'll link it somewhere. But after you finish this video. Nothing is more unappealing to Dutch people than a person who is small and narrow-minded. I think even I wouldn't like that kind of a person. So it's understandable. Like I've even mentioned it in my previous videos, that everybody here is so accepting of your opinions the way you are, just generally of a person, whatever way they are. So this is called open-mindedness, and this is something they appreciate in their friends and a quality that they would like to see in their friend. So you need to have that quality. Make sure that you are open-minded and are never saying anything conservative that might tick the other person off. Most of the Dutch people are very educated and they can talk about any topic. You can have long discussions and conversations about whatever topic that might interest you or interest them. So make sure when you're having a conversation, it's open-minded and you both get to say or give your own opinions. Listen to their opinions, respect them, give your own opinion, but in a very polite way. So as long as you're both respecting each other's opinions, you can have longer conversations and discussions. This would help you understand them and it would help them understand you better. So yeah, be open-minded. Okay, next point on the list is be inquisitive. Dutch people are generally curious by nature. They like to question people and question things, but not in a negative way. They're just generally curious. They would like to know more about you, about where you're from. They would have questions about your culture and why you're here and what you're doing here. So, everything. And don't fret, this is just their way of trying to get to know you better. So if someone is asking you questions, just be open, tell them why you're here, and this could be a very good conversation starter, So this could break the ice. And at the same time, this is also a great opportunity for you to ask them questions and things you don't know, or this would also help you get to know the other person better. And once you're well educated about the culture, it would help you blend in better and probably in the long run help you make more friends. Fifth point on the list, although it should have been the first point on the list, which is to learn the language. I cannot stress how important this is. If you're moving to Netherlands, try to learn the Dutch language. Although everyone here speaks really fluent English, but that doesn't mean that it gives you a free pass to just not learn their language. But you need to learn the language to blend into the society and make good friends. I think most of the people here can speak fluent English. You still want to be friends with even the people who cannot speak the language. They're usually older people, so maybe you have neighbors who don't speak the language, or older people in the trains or someplace where you might meet them. So you just don't want to single those people out. You want to be friends with them as well. So make sure that you know the language, at least put in some effort to learn the basics, because if you don't learn the language, you're just not only shooting yourself in the foot, but you're also cutting all of your chances to possibly find a job here, because one of the basic requirement to find a job here is to know the Dutch language, even as a student, because you're not going to find a very good job right off the bat. You would be doing some odd jobs here and there, and most of those jobs just require you knowing the Dutch language. So make sure you do learn the language, at least brush up on your basic Dutch language skills. Okay, next point on the list is join groups, especially which are mostly saturated by the Dutch people. You can find those groups through your university, through Facebook, Instagram. Just find the groups which you have common interests with. If you're interested in photography or gaming or whatever, university usually have these societies where they just gather up people and then they just have these weekly meetings and activities planned. So you can join those groups and just meet up with the people. It's a great opportunity for you to, number one, make more friends, number two, learn the language. So yeah, try to join people in the group meetings, try to hang out with them, talk to them, and it would also open a gateway for you to meet new people. Okay, this brings me to my next point. While you're at those group meetings and you're hanging out with people, invite them to your house. At least if not at your house, then invite them to hang out with you away from your work life. Dutch people absolutely love their drinks, so that would be your best opportunity to get to know them better. You can invite them to a drink. If it's winters, you can offer them a cup of coffee. If it's summers, you can take them out for a cold ice cream or a slushie or whatever you fancy. And if by the end of the hangout, if your offer to hang out with them is reciprocated, where they're offering you to hang out with them next time, then you can rest assured that your meetup went great and you're on the right path towards blending right into that Dutch society. One more thing, while you're there at the meetup, just do not forget that Dutch people like to split the bill. So do not make them pay the entire thing, and you don't even have to pay the entire thing, so that might burdenize your pocket. No, you can just split the bill. And for that, they even have this app called Tiki. So one of you can pay the bill and the other person can just send the money to their account through the app. So just split the bill and everybody can go on their merry way. So the last tip is be patient. I cannot stress enough how important this is. You need to give this friendship, this relationship some time. It would have to take a few successful meetups they even start considering you their friend, let alone BFFs. So just give it that sweet time. So take things slow, do not rush it. And once you're past all these obstacles, you will have a friend for life. And not just one friend, you will have a loyal Dutch friend. Dutch people just are famous for their loyalty. They think that friendships are investments for a lifetime. So this is also a reason why they just don't go around making people friends. Once they are friends with someone, they're their friends for lifetime. So when you're looking for a Dutch friend, you are basically looking for a friend for life. So this is it. These were my tips for becoming friends with Dutch people. This is what helped me. I'm not saying that these are the only things that would help. These are just a few things that might help you warm up initially to Dutch people. Just put your own twist to things and give it some time. Patience is the key. Do not lose hope. If you're an international, it doesn't mean that you will never be able to make friends with Dutch people. Do not despair. There are so many people out there. Maybe if your first meetup, second meetup did not go as you expected, or keep trying. It's a process of trial and error anywhere in the world, and eventually you can make friends. So if you're a Dutch watching these videos, then make sure to comment down below if you agree with me, and what other tips do you think would help other people warm up to you, because here people can be desperate. They don't have their friends, they don't know anyone. They're sometimes here for work, for studying. So it would be really appreciated if you guys just made it a little easier for them to talk to you and be friends with you. So comment down below your thoughts. Let's help each other making more friends. Anyway, so this is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that like button. Although it is just a small effort on your part, but it could mean the whole world to me. So please subscribe, like, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time. Bye!